What's up, guys, gals, whoever may take the time to listen? Um, just wanted to share a little bit of the word with you today and kind of let you know. You may already know. They think people are crazy for believing and thinking so, but the Lord's coming back. He's coming back soon, and it's going to be a lot quicker than you realize. And I don't want to be caught up in a bunch of mess. And it's my duty to try to talk to you and make sure you're not caught up in a bunch of mess. But I can lead you to the water hole, but I can't make you drink. So, time out for playing church, time out for walking in sin, thinking we're going to be all right, because we're not. If that's what you serve, sin, your members, the flesh, we got to come out of that, and walk in love, what love really is. So, I wanted to read a little bit to you. And the first place I wanted to go was James chapter 1. You may be familiar with James, you may not be. So I wanted to take us to chapter 1. There's a lot in James chapter 1. I mean, there is a lot. So I wanted to start at verse 19. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear and slow to speak, slow to wrath, for the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any man, it don't say any man, it says, for if any be a hearer of the word, and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself, and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty, and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. If any man among you seem to be religious, and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain. Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world." Again, there's a lot in the first chapter of James, but you see, we are to be doers and not forgetful of who we are called to be. A lot of times we want to listen to the sermon, and then straight away forget what manner of man or woman we are. So I did want to read a little bit also in Romans 12 verse 2. It says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God." And we see here, Romans chapter 12 verse 2 ties, you can tie it just about anything in the word. Excuse me. But don't be conformed to the world, and what I was talking about earlier in James chapter 1, you know, hear that word but be a doer. It's a mind battle. It's in the mind, but you got to make your mind new. It's a daily thing. And how do we do this? The word of God. We got to get in this word, get close to him, get teaching. Um, he's coming back, and this video kind of serves as I guess you can call it a warning, call it what you want, but he's coming back. And whether you're caught up in a bunch of mess, you hear this word, it's on you. I'm washing my hands of it. Uh, it's time for us folks that say we we're followers of Christ to really be that, to really be followers, not just hearers and not doers. Follow his word, do his word. We're called to walk in love. And there was a time in my life when, I allowed hatred, bitterness, and everything, bad things like that to be rooted inside of me. And I suffered from it for a long, long time, and a big thing is thinking I'm going to be okay. Yeah, I know the Lord, but not really knowing the Lord. What does he say? Who is he? What is his name? You know, or maybe you don't. That's what this video is for, so you do. But it's a warning, but it's an encouragement to get into the Word and know Him, because I don't want to be caught up in a bunch of mess and then standing before His throne, and then all of a sudden it's, depart from me, I never knew you. That's not a very pleasant thing to think about, but it's a warning that we must heed. And I don't know about you all, but I want to do more on this earth than skip out on hell. I want to do more than just skate by, you know. Bless those that curse you. A good example of that, somebody cusses you out, buzzes you out, whatever, instead of saying this blankety blank mother, this, that, and the other. Pray to the Lord that He bless them. Let that true love abide in your heart. Somebody that might not know better, then again, they might know better. Whether they do or don't is irrelevant. It's what we're called to do. So let's be doers of the word. Don't look in a mirror and then turn around and forget who you are. Because that's exactly what we do as followers. A lot of times we'll look in the mirror, turn around and forget, and renew our mind. Sure, there's times you're not gonna feel like doing whatever you're supposed to do. There's times, probably more often than not, you're gonna walk in sin. That's what the flesh wants to do, but be doers. And that's what we're called to do. This was just, hey girl, come on. It was just a simple little message. Look at there. Say, I want to be on a camera too. I do want to be on the camera. Look at there. So, same love we can show our pets, just like old Xena coming up here to show me. Unconditional love. That's what you want. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I want the love to. We got to love those that hate us. Ain't that right? Yeah, I tell you that's right. That is absolutely right. But again, we got to walk in love, whether we want to or not. It's what we're commanded to do and what we're called to do. And get in the Word, make your mind new. It's a daily thing. Bless those that curse you. It's not an easy thing to do, but you either going to or you ain't. And my encouragement is not be caught up in a bunch of mess. Ain't that right? Ain't that absolutely right? We don't be caught up in the mess. We don't be caught up in the mess. No, we don't. So take heed. It's a warning. He's coming back. Yeah, he's coming back, ain't he, girl? So until next time.